Blessings, beautiful souls. Melanie Beckler here with our November full moon energy update. We're going to look at 3 key things or themes you need to be aware of around this powerful full moon, which is the second to last full moon of this transformative year. This whole year, we've had this major theme of transformation, of shining a light of awareness on where we are and what is possible for us in the new paradigm ahead. And then what's standing between those two things. What shadow, what insecurity, what doubt or fear is still present, keeping us from expanding into the expansiveness of who we really are and the new paradigm possibilities that are available for us in our life right now. The new paradigm is already here on the other side of accepting those aspects of ourselves that are hard to love. And through that acceptance, we welcome the power of transmutation, of transformation, where we can change, we can evolve and grow and let go of what's no longer serving to really embrace the new possibilities for our life, what brings us the most alive and inspires us to truly thrive. So this is the first energetic influence to be aware of around this full moon, is that it is a powerful culmination point for the year. Our next full moon happening at the very end of December, we're really closing out the year. And so now before New Year's Eve, where you're tuning into your resolutions and intentions for the year ahead, start to take a little inventory. Take note of where you are and what stories, patterns, limiting beliefs, perspectives are still being perpetuated in your experience that are causing you to contract into fear, rather than expanding into love and the new paradigm possibilities available to you now. So having some awareness around this full moon is really going to be valuable for recognizing where you feel you're on track with your goals and intentions and values, and where are you still in a more reactionary, fear-based, contracted mode of being. Awareness is essential in order to shift. And when we become aware of our limiting patterns without judgment, welcoming those limiting patterns, beliefs, old stories that we've been perpetuating about ourselves, about who we are, about how we're limited, about how we're small, when we welcome that with compassion, with forgiveness, within those shadow aspects, there lies awesome, tremendous power that through acceptance we're able to access. So around this full moon, I would just invite you to welcome and accept whatever arises. Welcome and accept the areas where you feel off course and challenged. And through that acceptance, know that within those areas of contraction, within those areas of challenge, within those areas of discomfort, are key insights for you, key understanding for what you're consciously now choosing to release and let go of, and what you're now consciously choosing to open to, expand into, and welcome into the new. As a part of this, remember the most essential choice point: love or fear, expansion, contraction. When we love, we expand, doors open. When we doubt, when we fear, we contract and we limit ourselves. So at this point of culmination, at this powerful full moon, consciously become aware of where you're contracting, where you're expanding, because with this, you can make a new choice to expand into the new. The second thing to know about this full moon energy, as the sun begins to rise here, I'm recording this super early because I have a busy day today, but I wanted to have this opportunity to connect with you. And I think it's symbolic that I'm recording this at sunrise, because there is this new light, this new possibility that's seeking to arise in your life. And the question is, are you open to it? So around this full moon, there's the opportunity to receive intuitive guidance, clear wisdom, divine downloads, epiphanies of higher love and insight, but only when we're open. And as humans, there's this pattern that's so common. I see it in myself. I think, if we're honest, we probably can all see it at times, where we inadvertently close ourselves off from things because of those stories, patterns, limiting perspectives. And so there's this opportunity around the full moon to really relax, drop the old, and open to what spirit, what the divine, what your soul, what your higher self has to reveal to you about what's now possible on the other side of shedding the ego's perspectives. There's an opportunity to open and welcome that childlike sense of wonder and reverence and joy, the innocence of your inner child that feels free to create, to express, to really thrive. And then again, to recognize what's between that and where you are now, what's standing between your really thriving and where you really are. What qualities, what thought patterns, what perspectives, awareness, and then a willingness to release and let go. Knowing that there is this cosmic impulse now to evolve, to transform, to expand, to blossom into more of who you truly, authentically are as a divine light being here in physical form, to serve, to thrive, to express, to learn. Be open to what's available to you. Openness is so powerful, and a way to practice opening to the higher light of spirit, opening to the guidance of your soul, opening to the new possibilities available to you, is to practice openness in your day-to-day life. Do you always drive home a certain way? Try driving home a new way. Do you always go to the same grocery store? Try something new. Does someone invite you to something that's sort of outside of your normal mode of being, outside of your persona or character or who you think you are? Perhaps try that new thing. Practice cultivating openness around this full moon, and it will serve you well, because there is this stream, this flood of wisdom, guidance, knowing from soul, from self, from source. But we can block ourselves off from it. Or we can open and allow that flow to inspire and uplift, and then we can act on that inspiration to really step in to this new rhythm, this new way of being now, beginning to build this new momentum now to carry us through the holiday season and into the new year. The third important key to know about this full moon before we draw a card is that there is this chaotic, volatile energy that can continue to be felt in the world and in the collective. This is nothing new to you. I'm sure that you're already aware of this. The full moon can amplify this further. It's this culmination of energy, this crescendo. And so it's important to consciously return to center, to consciously stay grounded, stay present, to remember that the spiral of thoughts are not the truth of you. The emotional storms that blow by are not your truth. You are the underlying stillness, presence, and you can choose to reconnect to and open to the inner impulse for love, for truth within you. And there is this impulse for truth within the collective now. We may begin to see even more revelation, revealing in the external world around. And all of this pales in comparison. Much of this can be considered distraction to what Source is seeking to reveal to you within, the truth of who you truly, authentically are beneath the surface of the ordinary mental consciousness, beneath the masks and layers built up from patterns, from stories, from the ego mind. At the very heart and core and center of who you really are, the truth of you as a divine being in spiritual form. That when you cultivate the connection with this, there are immense treasures that await you, gifts, remembrance that is emerging for the collective consciousness when we're open and aware. Remembrance that is rising up from within the living library of Mother Earth around when we're open and aware. And so are you noticing this theme here? Stay open, stay aware, stay present. Many distractions and things are going to continue to pull on your energy. We're entering into this busy time of the year, the holidays, the holy days. Take time to tune into that inner holiness, to cultivate that inner spark of divine love, to let it build and expand through choosing love in one moment, a micro choice point. Choosing love changes your course, gets the ball rolling, brings you into alignment, into resonance with that higher octave of what's possible for you that may just now be beginning to appear as a glimmer, a shimmer, a spark, an idea. Stay open. Remember that your dreams are yours for a reason. What you seek is seeking you when you're willing to be brave, bold, innocent, playful, to peel back the layers and let that vibrant light shine forth brighter than ever before. Consciously choosing to cultivate your inner radiance, to know that your vibration is so important for what you're creating, for how you're serving, for every aspect of your life. And yet, in our world, we often think that we need to sacrifice our self-love and care in order to do the things we need to do, in order to uphold these certain standards for cultural traditions or ways of being, for being loyal to the tribal consciousness, even though we see that that consciousness is often way off base and perpetuating things that are low in vibration. Cut the cords to what no longer serves and let your light and radiance be rekindled, reborn, to really claim this moment now, the holy days ahead, the sacred period we're entering into, where soul, light, wisdom, warmth, memory is accessible. But it's accessible from this very inner place of stillness, quiet presence, where we open and allow it in. Oh, I was just talking about this. Believe in your dreams. Why are you limiting your dreams to what the mind thinks is possible for your life when there's this bigger knowing, bigger vision, this remembrance that infinite possibility is before you? Believe in your dreams and know they truly are possible on the other side of letting go. When you free yourself from the old patterns and old paradigms, when you liberate your spirit, when you give yourself permission to rise, to see the possibility inherently available in each moment, in this moment now, to thrive, to heal, to awaken to an entirely new way of being, a new level, allowing your perspective to be up-leveled, your light to shine, your radiance to emerge. This is on offer from Spirit, from your soul, from the divine, from your higher self, when you open and allow it in. I hope this is helpful for you. I wish you a blessed full moon. I love, honor, and appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.